Well, SOPA passed the House, but it still has to pass through the Senate, and then it has to hit Obama's desk, which he has promised he has veto it, so we might have a chance. I don't know, but I'm not going to give up without a fight, and that's not going to stop me from doing what I love best, which is doing these kinds of reviews for you guys. So let's hurry on over to the review now.
What up, tubers? Zeltrax Millennium here, back with a brand new video review. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoy the video.
Hello YouTubers, Zeltrax Millennium here, back with a somewhat new review for you. This time we're taking a look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3 DX Shogun Megazord, aka the Muteki Shogun from Ninja Sentai Kakurenja. So yeah, these are the shogun-zords from Season 3. And like Ninjor and Animus, I got this in a very special awesome box that I got from Andros a couple of weeks back. So now let's take a look at all these Zords in greater detail. First we'll start with, obviously, the Red Ranger Zord, which is the Red Shogun Zord. It looks really good. He's got massive, massive feet. And there's a reason why he has massive feet. All these guys pretty much have most of their stickers intact, though on some of them they have peeled off, so I might get rip label replacements. Oh well. There is a little bit of a scuff right here. I can't really scratch that off. Got the nice S symbol right there, which I never thought why the Power Rangers version would have that. I don't know. But yeah, it's got really nice, delicious chrome. All these guys have really good chrome, as you can see from the obvious bit here. But yeah, chrome on the arms. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much the only areas of chrome that are on this thing, or at least vacuumized plastic, is here and the arms. Or at least there's symbols in the arms. That's it. But yeah, all these guys have pretty much the same basic articulation. They have full 360 on the arms, and the arms swivel. That's it. Well, only the red, yellow, and black Shogun Zords have the swivel. The blue and pink Shogun Zords don't. So here's the yellow Shogun Zord, which is a bear, and it looks pretty dang good. It's got the symbol for a mountain, which kind of looks like one. So yeah. And all the head sculpts on these guys are actually pretty dang good. Nice paint on it too. And here's the black Shogun Zord, which is modeled after a frog, obviously, to make the obvious MMPR movie joke. Pretty much the same as the yellow one, except with the symbol being different. And the waist piece being different right here. Next we have the blue Shogun Zord, which is piloted by Billy. And yeah, also the blue Shogun Zord got a little bit more chrome up here on his headband. But anywho, that's really about it. His articulation, about this. You can get a little bit more with this, but that's mainly due to transformation, but oh well. And now we get to the biggest contrivance of this set. The pink Shogun Zord. Now, if you've seen Kakurenja, and you probably have by this point, you would have known that there was no pink Shogun Zord at all. The reason why there was a pink Shogun Zord is because they wanted to keep the 5-color mentality of the Rangers. Red, yellow, black, blue, pink. And because Tommy and Catherine and also Kimberly shared the same Zord, that is also the reason why this Zord is pink. Now there is a way to fix this. If you have an extra pink Shogun Zord, you can do what I did and do this. Yeah, I had a extra pink Shogun Zord and customized it into a white one. This one, it didn't have any stickers. There's a little bit of remnants of one of them. Oh well. But yeah, you can basically do this to save yourself the trouble. And let me know what you think about the repaint in the comments below. So yeah, there is that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get these guys into Megazord mode. Now we have the Shogun Megazord in Megazord mode, and like I said before, if you have taken the time to make a customized white shogun-zord, you can now make this Megazord more politically correct. Take off the pink shogun-zord, transform the customized one. Though you gotta be a little careful when you're transforming it, of course, of the paint scraping. I have coated this thing with clear coat, but since there's no white plastic dye, I can't do it, so there's that. And it can still transform the same way. So yeah, now you have a more politically correct Shogun Megazord. And as you can pretty much see, he looks pretty dang good. In Kaku Ranger, this guy emerged from, well, the first time he emerged out of a giant Japanese house. One of the coolest entrances I've ever seen for a mech ever. And unless this mech wasn't a douche like Daijujin Unanimous. But yeah, not a whole lot of new things have been revealed here, except for the obvious changes from Bandai. I don't know why Bandai made these changes. Let me just put the pink one back on to illustrate my point. Is that for some odd reason, they kept almost all the stickers intact. I've seen the stickers of the original Muteki Shogun, and I've seen the stickers for this one. Both of them are completely different, obviously. But I can only see 3 main changes, and you can pretty much see them already. The stylized S here, which looks more like a lightning bolt to me, and of course the obvious MMPR Thunderbolts. I sometimes wonder why Bandai America does this. This was done back in 1994, so I can kind of see why. I don't know. But, oh well, it just reminds me of the problems we have with the Dragonzord. Why so many lightning bolts? Ugh, whatever. But yeah, this guy is really big, huge, and pretty intimidating. I like the Zord back on the old shell, and thanks to Netflix, I can actually see this guy back in action. Oh well. I also didn't like the fact that they didn't use this guy more. Oh well. As another fun fact, this guy was the first Megazord in Kaku Ranger, when in fact they switched it around. They got the Ninja Megazord, which I think the name was Kakure Dai Shogun. They got that one first. They got that one first in MMPR, which I can only imagine that would be due to the MMPR movie. I can honestly see that. Anywho, yeah, all the detailing on this thing is pretty cool. I forgot to mention about the rock detailing on the yellow and black Zords, along with the kind of wood paneling on the chest area here. Plus a little bit more of the rock detailing in the arms. And this whole thing pretty much looks like a giant house. But yeah. The articulation for this thing is basically the same as all the other Zords. 360 arms. That's it. It does come with an accessory, which is its Shogun Megazord Saber, which I think... I cannot remember the Japanese name of the sword, but it did say Flame Saber. So it's basically a flame saber. I think in the original version it was a chromed plastic, which means it was a little bit stiffer rather than this. I guess it's due to child safety laws, and we won't cut ourselves with the darn thing, but It's just kind of irritating. And it can go into either hand, of course, but it's normally held in the right hand. So there's that, and just as clarification, it can do that, and even my custom can hold it too. So yeah, let me just transform this thing real fast. So yeah, would I actually recommend this Megazord? That's kind of a toughie. I can honestly say that the changes that Bandai made to this toy were not acceptable at all. Especially when you get into the bits where they used Titanus for the Shogun Ultrazord, and it was really apparent. Just watch a few clips of that on YouTube, you'll know what I mean instantly. But yeah, if I can honestly recommend this figure, I would honestly recommend you try to track down the Muteki Shogun, which is the Japanese version of this toy. But I can honestly see that version can go for pretty heavy rupees on Yahoo Japan auctions, and maybe if you can find it on Mandarake for a barely cheap price. But honestly, if you want to get a version, and if you can find it rather cheap, go for the American version. It'll probably save you a loan payment on your wallet. So yeah, there's that. So in closing, this is Zeltrex Millennium saying good night and good luck. This Zord is recommended, and I will see you all in the next review. Laters!